Hello everybody, my name's Hal and welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about Grim Forest. And in my opinion, this is the best content Raid has ever put out, and I don't think it's all that close, honestly. No face cam today, I apologize, but we're going to get into this. We're going to go over some fun stuff and why I think this content is so fantastic. So for starters, Grim Forest came out just over a week ago. This content is something that a lot of people were very skeptical about. They weren't too sure if it was going to be great. Turns out, guys, it is fantastic. Now, what I really enjoyed about this was the fact that there was a lot to do. There was a lot to find. I've basically 100%ed it at this point. Yes, there's a bunch of stages that aren't done, and yes, I'll come through and collect, the Lego book, the energy, the soul stones, etc. But in general, I have done everything. I've done all the main bosses. I've done what I believe to be all of the mimics, gotten majority of the chests. Yeah, besides going around collecting the last couple bosses for like gear and stuff, done it all. And in my opinion, it is incredibly fun. It is very rewarding, and I'm excited to do it again next month. Now, within this, you can see I got to squad level 25. Now, one of the things that I think could be changed about it, despite me thinking it's fantastic, despite it being probably my favorite content in the game, is, these trait cards and these curios are too strong, guys. It is, at least coming from an in-game player, I will say I am in-game. Now, for a mid-game player, these might be exactly what you need. But I think they should come out with like a brutal or a nightmare mode. Um, I think these trait cards are too strong, and I think if you're going to give us this many champions, you should make us force between deck one or deck two once we get into the fight. Because I think when you go into this and you draw champions, I feel like you should have to pick between instead of just getting all of them. I don't know. That's just me. It could be I might be the only person thinking that. I'm not sure. I just think a little bit more difficulty in this game mode, a little bit more having to theory craft and really have to put some effort into some stages would be really cool. A lot of the bosses were entirely they were made useless by certain things. Now this boss was rough because I don't have heal block. If you didn't have block buffs or yeah, block buffs wherever this boss is, this boss. If you didn't have block buffs, this boss is almost impossible unless you just one-shot it. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, you'd have to do like a one-shot comp if you're not going to be just you, if you're not going to be blocking its buffs. The other bosses, where's this other one? This boss was really cool. I think it was I feel like it was a little bit of a challenge, but I don't think it was that hard. It just healed a lot. I feel like that was all of them. You just bring block heal and you kind of win. Um, the final boss, guys, incredibly easy, honestly. I think next time I might, just for the fun of it, try to fight all of them at once. Just because I feel like it's a little bit too easy. And in general, I think this content a little bit too easy, but a ton of fun. And that's way better than it being way too hard and not fun. The curios, I believe I have the best ones equipped from what I know of. This one's great. Um, this one is really good. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm pretty sure the ones that I have equipped are pretty much the best ones. Except what was this one? Oh, this isn't even what I meant to have equipped. I think the one that I wanted to have equipped was this poison cloud one, but I don't know. These three are really strong. The rest of them kind of mid. Now these trait cards, like I said earlier, incredibly strong. Arguably way too strong. I mean, look at these extra stats that I get, guys. Plus 440 resistance, plus 120% attack, plus 40% crit damage, plus 35 speed, plus 10% defense ignore. This is insane. These are insane stat bonuses. Now, if you were to go to someone like my own Rio, and, let's put his gear back on him. I was trying to do some Curse City stuff. Uh, 100% attack is more than this chest plate, and this chest plate's almost 1300 attack. So, you're adding another 1300 or so to this. That takes him well over 10k. I used Onryo to one-shot most bosses in this entire Grim Forest. I one-shot Odin, I one-shot Freya, I one-shot everybody. Um yeah, I mean, overall, like I said, fun, but a little too easy. If you guys are struggling, here are my team decks. This is what I did. I know a lot of people are very adamant about saying go supports and then go nukers on one. I don't think that's the best way to do it, but to each their own, whatever works. I don't think it takes an incredible amount of strategizing to make this content doable. Now, what else? What else is the big stuff for me, the gear. I didn't get too much gear from this realistically. I mean, I got a couple really good pieces. I didn't get too many great accessories. Let's go take a look at this. So within this, I got some pretty good boots. I got a decent chest plate. I got some okay gloves. And besides that, I haven't really gotten to roll much else. Didn't get anything else that like super stood out to me. Maybe somewhere throughout here, some other fantastic pieces that I just don't know about. But overall, you get a lot of gear. I'm not gonna lie. You get a lot. I just didn't get like I didn't get good luck throughout the amount of gear that I got. If you're getting how much is here? What is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so roughly 80 pieces. Once all things are said and done, maybe roughly 90 per rotation on hard, and then you also get some gear from normal. And then also the other things that I did get, I got the remnant summons. I also got 18 fragments for Anaxia. I'm still really iffy on how I feel about her. I don't think she is incredible. But then again, she could really impress me. I do notice that this first form is kind of like a Krisk, especially on this passive. Then this side is kind of like it could be an AoE nuke. It could be a really, really, really strong champion. I'm not sure. I do really like the design in this second form. Reminds me of some like ancient Mayan stuff, and I think that's really awesome. I don't know if that's exactly the style they went with. I mean, to me it seems like it, but I could be wrong. So, we're looking at what is this going to be like maybe 6 months? I'd say probably 5 and 8 months to get an Axia, which isn't insane for raid standards. It's not incredible. And then the other thing I did get is I almost got a full mythic relic craft, which is really cool. Um, if we're getting almost a full mythic relic craft, we're getting a decent amount of gemstones, and a lot of people got some really good mythic ones. If we're getting a lot of gear, we're getting remnant summons, we're getting um, Soulstone's energy, we're getting Anaxia. I think altogether, this is by far the best content Raid has ever put out. It is clearly for the players. I wouldn't say there's anything predatory about this content in any way, shape, or form. I think if anything, this is the one time they set the money aside and just put together a very good piece of content, a very good gameplay loop. And then next month it's going to be all shuffled up. We're going to get to see some, maybe there's some more rewards, maybe there's some different stuff going on. I'd be really, really happy if they, decided to make Leshen, or however you say his name. Yeah, Leshen. If they decided to make him a little bit harder, if they decided to give us a new difficulty, I think all of that would just come together to make this something that they can actively update and make better over time. Continue to update it. Everybody will be happy. I think Raid did a fantastic job with this one, guys. I would really like to hear what you guys think down in the comments. If there's any stages you guys are kind of stuck on, just let me know. I'd be more than happy to help you guys out. You can join my Discord. That's where you can, ask some questions, ask for some help if you need some account work. I'm also more than happy to do that for you. And I have a 20% discount for the rest of the month going on right now. I know the month is almost over, but 11 more days. If you need something done, just reach out and I'd be more than happy to get that going. So guys, a bit of a shorter one today. I know it's been a few days, it's been about a week since I've uploaded. Sorry about that. Been having a lot of very serious life stuff happening. It's been pretty rough, but we're going to get through it. We are going to continue making some content for you guys. I'm also working on a project video for my other channel, Howl Streams. If you guys have not already checked that out, I'll leave it in the description. There's nothing uploaded to the channel yet. I'm working on it. It should be out within, I would say, the next week or so is when I plan on getting it out. We've had some we've had some really bad luck trying to get that together. So, but I'm feeling it's gonna be going a lot better soon. So, yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy this video, consider liking and subscribing. I'll see you on the next one. Peace out, everybody.